one that's gas me up. Nah. Keep my eyes open, letting nothing pass me up. Nah. Oh, I refuse to let you block my shine. No, not today. Oh, and I ain't going out to fight. No, not today. I'll take the light, you hold the camera, don't need more. Ready for action, I'm never lacking, I've seen war. FaceTimes, great minds couldn't conceive or couldn't relate, was robbed a chance to see more. So I aspire to reach higher, the fire inside of me burns brighter until I blow up like C4. Great shit, make hits, deep as the sea floor. Paste it, race gets long as the seashore. My star rising, they see me shining like I done been dipped in diamonds, but I be like, where the haters, they seem sure. It's all crickets, they on my dick like a seesaw. With no ticket, it's so sickening, please pause. As I provide the soundtrack to bounce back from each loss until we reach the target, we proceed course. There's no quitting, the clock's ticking. I seen how the plot thickens. Regardless, I never let it throw me off. I want the shit, boy, get on my level, doing 120.
Yo, what the business is? Let me get this mic around here. God damn it, season 6. What the business is, people, my nigga Earl, yes, you definitely made the goddamn credits. It's season 6. What's going on? Let me change this because I don't like this and I don't like that. So what's going on, people, man? It's season 6. I'm here, DC, your host. Man, it's been a long time coming. I am super excited to be back. Damn everything else. It's been a crazy 2 weeks. So much is going on. Where do I begin? I lost my hammer. I don't know, man. It's been crazy. Gas prices is about $42 a gallon. I seen niggas biking today. I ain't never seen bike before in my life. It's just a lot of shit going on right now. But the most important thing is we back. So I'm so excited, man. We got a hot show tonight. I got guests coming. My guy Shuicide Holla is going to be here to talk about his listening party that's going on the 16th up in Cleveland. So be ready for that. We got Tay OG from Chicago coming on. Our guest from Toronto kind of got ill, so he couldn't make it. So wish him the best, Donny Kashh. We will be back with him on July 6th, so don't even worry about that. Next week is King-ish, so I can't wait for that. That is going to be crazy. Queen-ish is coming up right after that. But before we get to that, man, I got to do a little housekeeping. It's been a weird time. There's been a lot going on in the world. Since we left y'all on May 19th, it's been craziness left and right. But before we get it out, man, I want to see how everybody's doing. I know I tapped in with a lot of people over these last 2 weeks. I've been trying to get a lot of stuff together as far as guest lists. Just nailing down a lot of things that I need to do because we didn't take a break going from season 4 to season 5. We jumped right into it. And right now it's just at a point to where I'm feeling good. Got a lot of things coming down the pipeline, a lot of dope guests that I've been able to reach out to and have come on. And I'm looking forward to all that. And I just cannot wait. But tonight's show is also, I got sponsors tonight. So I'm doing a giveaway. First giveaway is going to be, I lost it. No, I lied. It's Inhuman. So tonight's show is sponsored by Inhuman. The zombie thriller Inhuman is available on digital and on demand. When a high school field school trips goes bloody in a ride, students trusted each other and tested their skills to a brutal limit. Horrifying survival fight for survival. You can own that tonight by watching this show. So all you got to do is the hashtag Unhuman, and you're going to be able to get that. So let me get this off the screen. A lot going on. So season 6 right now, man, I want to tell y'all that it is jam-packed. I've been in contact with a lot of dope women. This season is going to be heavily women dominated. I've been able to talk to some women who are business, have done TED Talks, who are out here trying to change the world, man. So this season is kind of, I wouldn't say all them. Definitely got some dope fellas coming through too, but I wanted to show love to the ladies this season. Last season was male dominated, and we had a lot going on. So this season is really going to be ladies running the world, ladies running the man cave, and all that jazz. You know what I mean? So be prepared for that. I do have something in the works for next year. I can't really touch on it yet, but if you have a podcast or looking to start a podcast or want to start a podcast, be on the lookout because I'm trying to do something here in Ohio that I rarely have seen. So hopefully we can get that worked out, nailed down, and kind of tamped out so I can bring something to the people, man. That's what it really is what it's about. Also, other housekeeping items. July 17th, I don't know what y'all going to be doing, but man, T Vix is hosting a $1 Million Baby event. So get your artists in there, make sure, because somebody's going to win a record deal from what I heard. We're going to be in the building talking to a lot of dope people, man, doing interviews, live show from the building. It's going to be crazy. Oh, I'm sorry. Chris been here this whole time, and I've been talking. Excuse
No,
my
no,
manners.
this your platform today.
My
This
bad.
your
I was on the roll. Yeah. Chris, how was your break, man?
We have breaks. I
don't know.
You know how we work. No, it's been good, man. I can't complain.
Awesome.
You know, considering the fact that we went through one season and barreled through to the next one and just kept rocking between What the Shit and Blurred's Eye. Yeah, we've been on the grind. It's paying off. So I've been doing good, man.
Also, hold on as I read comments. RC, what's up, my guy? This RC to move to Florida on a nigga and didn't tell nobody. This nigga in the middle of the night was just like, fuck you niggas. I'm out of here. He just left VA and was just like, Florida. Sounds like a good place. I'm out. So fuck that nigga. He down there enjoying the sun. Also, for some reason, somebody decided to make us a brand ambassador. So if you go to react.com and use the promo code What the Shit Podcast, you get 10% off, ladies. Make sure your man is buying you some of that good summer wear and get 10% off on us. You know what I mean?
Please do.
Yeah, so they was like, hey, we want you to sell some women's clothes. I was like, you know what? I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing, but fuck it. Here we go. So 10% off of that, man. You know what I mean? So something for the ladies. Get your swimwear, get your active wear, and everything else they got going on. Make sure you get that. And tell them we sent you. Get 10% off. Name carries a little weight now, so you know, use it wisely. And that's that. So before we get to our guest, Chris, I wanted to kind of just recap some of the things that went on while we were gone. I mean, we've been gone 2 weeks, you know what I mean? So there's a lot that's happened. Where should we begin? I mean,
Are we going lighthearted? Where should we begin? Or like, damn, where should we begin?
We gonna knock it out. We might as well knock it out right now. We might as well go ahead and gas is $42.
Yes. $42 and your firstborn.
Yes. And it don't even make no sense. They're predicting like $12 by August in some places.
Yeah, some people gonna have to sit the hell down because
I'm riding a bike. I don't know about nobody else, but I'm pulling a Schwinn out.
Go ahead and get that little tractor or that little wagon.
For gas because I drive a company truck and I still don't like the way gas looking. That just don't make no sense. The gas is fucking.
And we both drive. We drive around Canton and Cleveland for a living. So.
And I don't even want to. I don't even want to. Oh, I know what I need to do. So because it's season 6. Because we made it this far, and because, you know, going on 2 years, I told myself I wouldn't do it. But I did. I went back and looked at some old tweets, some old messages, some old, you know, hate mail, as you would call it. And I went
for
us? For us. Mainly it was all me. It was all shit talking about me. So I decided, you know, I was going to open the vaults. Because I'm a man of humility, and I don't really care what people say. I'm going to read some of these things that people said. Are you guys ready? So, first thing was, DC is a no-talent hack with a face only his mother can love, and she don't even love it. Thanks, Mom. Appreciate that. Thanks, Mom. It really feels
warms the heart.
Warms the heart. My mom really believed in me then. Second one. Let's see what the second one. Yeah, I know. I say my mom. She really She's one of them real ass people. That's where I get it from. She's like, yeah, this nigga ain't
Punch it
shit.
home. It punches it home. You know.
Yeah, she don't punch up. She don't punch down. She just punch straight ahead. So the next one was, this nigga couldn't act his way out of a paper bag even if he tried. That was my acting coach in middle school when I was trying to do Macbeth, and all I was a tree, and they told me I wasn't treeing right. So, fuck you, Mr. Millen. Fuck you. Look at me now. This was my favorite. This one's actually my favorite. If I had to listen to Nails on the Chalkboard or DC Talk one more time, I'd rather shoot myself with hot pokers in my ear. That was my dog who actually wrote that one. I don't know if y'all.
The fact that they gave themselves a third option, they still didn't like the second option that they offered themselves.
Yeah, it was that bad. But 2 years in, man, season 6, it feels good. Like to be here where we're at, and some of the things that's going on behind the scenes, and just all the love and all the respect. You know what I mean? It feels good because. Yeah, for those who don't know, man, that first season was rough. I mean, like,
it's an understatement.
It was a shit show. Like,
we were just out there wading and splashing about in the water.
It was on the canceling block at least 4 times. Like, we was next to Touched by an Angel and
Homeboys in Outer Space.
My name is Earl. That was what it was.
My name is. And they still want my name is Earl back. So I mean, it's just
they didn't want us back, man. That first season, man, we couldn't buy a Bucky, we couldn't buy a friend. I couldn't, I mean, to have people have, saying partners in the media game who, believe in the show and want to put their name behind it. You know what I mean? I don't take that for granted. Like I said, because if you go back and look at that first season, it was a shit show. It was the shit show.
It was the rawest of raw.
It was on the B block, man. It wasn't. It was that late night between infomercials of
cable access didn't want to show us. That's what it was.
Yeah, we was right next to the salad shooter and that one dude who did smack and always was like, "Hi, I'm Vince and I sell wham shower and whatever that shit was." Like,
the sham wow.
Yeah, that
the
guy.
shammy.
Like the commercials they was playing during
Slapshot.
Them sad ones with the slow dog face that come up and he got like a fucking hot poker sticking out of his head. And it's like, it was crazy, man. Like it didn't make no sense. Like I almost, to be honest, man, I almost gave up a few times. I was like, you know what? I don't got it in me, man. Like this ain't what I signed up for. Like I just wanted to talk shit and just, have fun and give people a chance to come on and talk shit. And it was just like, everywhere I turned, it was like something different, good and bad. So,
I'm sorry, I just see the post you put up earlier. It's just
which one?
Where they're doing the Bruno Mars rendition, but it's in
the God. If I had to see it, somebody else had to see it like that. Not for your eyes only.
Oh my God!
Like, and the sad part is that's a church.
Yes,
that's
not the end. You know what? That's not the only time I've seen something like that, neither.
I've seen them breaking it down to Nelly one time, but
I've seen them doing a whole Destiny's Child version. Don't ask me how.
G Black, appreciate it, man.
G Black,
appreciate it. But yeah, man, like I got to shout out before we get too deep in the game. I got to shout out WMIC, our media group out of New York. Opulence Radio, we on the internet radio station. Try to make sure that grows. Also, for TV Media Hub, man, it's this place out now. They're in London. They got an office in Jersey, but they really want to kind of market us over in UK and Africa. Still young in the game with that, but I appreciate it. The movie giveaways that we do, I appreciate those. Not wearing women's brand of clothing. Trying to see if we can get a pair, like we can get a what the shit pair of pants, you know what I'm saying? With just like a shit on the back for women, working on it. But that is, it's dope stuff like that, man. It just made me appreciate how far this show has come, how it's being received now. Behind the scenes look, I was given like a spreadsheet full of people who wanted to come on the show. Um, to me, that's dope because I've never had that. 2 years in this game, and to be where we're at, it feels good. It also feels weird still because I'm not really a celebrity goo goo gaga top guy, but I've met some dope people, um, and have the opportunity to hopefully be more. But what it was really all about was trying to give people an opportunity, man, to have a place where they could go just to be able to talk and feel free, because a lot of places don't give you that. Even a lot of podcasters don't. They are trying to push a narrative or whatever. Here is it's your truth, your conversation, so we let you do the talking for yourself. Never been one to put words in anybody's mouth and be like, yeah, so I heard you said this, and I feel you that. It ain't that. It's really just an opportunity for dope people to talk about dope stuff. I mean, that's what it is. But we got to get back into the news, Chris, before our guest gets here. What else? Gas prices. My heart goes out to the people of Texas.
Yeah, yeah. It's just so much bad that's come out from that. Just not just from that story, but we're just gonna focus on that one. Uh, so much neglect, I guess, is the best word to say from that part of the story. What do you say? What do you do when you're the police force who are tasked with facing down someone with a power rifle for an entire, what was it, an hour? It was an hour. And you're stopping certain people. I think one was an off-duty officer who was trying to make his way in. It was an actual off-duty border patrol agent who took him out. He went in and took him, I guess went in and took him out, but just too many lives were lost. Too many mistakes were made. Um, they said one teacher had propped the door open in the back for whatever reason, and then when they found out that there was a shooter on campus, they went and closed the door, but the door didn't lock, and that just so happened to be the door he went in. Just it was too much. And then I think the other story was that this shooter used to go to that school, so he knew what to do because he was part of that program, I guess you could say, to learn what to do when something like this happens. So now you got to ask yourself, what next?
Sadly, the same thing that it's always been. We mourn, we talk about control, we talk about reform, and then nothing.
Right.
Um, I hate to say this, but we become desensitized to all that. Like, and sometimes you don't even think about it. You're like, oh, another shooting. Damn. All right. Well, let me get 5 on 8, and it just you become like a robot to some of these things because it's been going on. Like I think I heard last night we were talking, and what my guy say, like 243 school shootings. Or
Yeah, it's at this
mass
point. Yeah, at this point now,
shootings, just shootings.
243,
Period. Like,
243.
yeah, that's crazy.
I mean,
But
Matthew McConaughey has gotten in front of not was it Congress or I don't know, some briefing, and I've seen the comments that some of the people were making, and they missed the whole part. The reason why he did that is he's from that town,
yeah,
and it was tearing him up that something like this would happen, and it should tear anybody up. But this is your hometown, and you see something like that happening. Of course, you're going to want to have say something, right? And some of the comments that I were seeing, they was like, "Oh, why are we listening to actors? Oh, why is he up there?" You're missing the entire point. And this is, there's so, like you said, it's desensitized people out here who generally just miss the entire point of anything that's put out on any news outlet or social media outlet. They don't get it. You can put it right in their face, plain as day. They don't get it. You're looking at someone who was possibly mentally unstable, more than likely mentally unstable, who was able to have access to a weapon, a high power weapon at that, legally, and you're trying to figure out, well, we got to raise the age limit. Well, I don't think that's going to matter. We're just coming out of Mental Health Awareness Month. You have a person who has a mental illness. It doesn't matter what age they are. The fact is, this is a high-power rifle in the hand of someone who is not stable. It's not about age.
Stable.
Right.
So we all got issues.
Right.
But I don't want to stay there. I don't want to. There's a subject I don't want to touch, and I refuse to even address the elephant in the room. I know everybody's talking about it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't care who. I'll just say this: I don't care who breaks up with who. That's their business.
No.
That's all I got to say about that. So
I've never seen more people invested in that. I swear.
Like I don't understand it. Like your relationship is fucking failing, and you ain't never been in a relationship more than 2 weeks, but you worried about, these people.
A and B.
I don't like. That's why I say I don't like my dude Dave Chappelle. I don't goo gog over celebrities. Like I don't worry about, like, they're not paying bills. They're not giving me no money. I ain't seen none of them coming on the show. So what they do is what they do. I don't really like talking about it too much. But I will talk about Johnny Depp. My man just got paid $50 million of them things.
Yes. Justice for Johnny.
Shout out to Johnny Depp.
Justice for Johnny.
He set a precedent. Yeah. If your ex was shitty as fuck, you can sue them. Sue them motherfuckers right now. Ladies, take that nigga. I know he ain't got shit. Take that nigga to court anyway. You might get 50 cents of them things, but still, I mean, you might get something. You never know. Fellas, think about it. You done had some shitty shit happen to you in the relationships. I don't advocate it, but I'm just saying. The door has been
There's
opened.
hope. Yeah. there's hope.
Yeah, speaking of hope, Cleveland. I hope y'all realize that y'all fucked up. I wasn't gonna touch the subject neither, but then I was like, it's karma. Cause y'all had a quarterback. You kicked the nigga out for a quarterback who was out here getting his pee-pee touched. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
But the whole situation is crazy.
It looks really, really bad.
It's crazy on all sides because the prosecutor is friends with the owner. The owner didn't want to, like, none of this really came out to my man demanded a trade. Said, I'm not playing for y'all. We spoke on this before. I spoke on this before. When it happened, I said, damn, that smelled like a setup. Then it comes out in the New York Times that they would set him up with these masseuses in hotel rooms. What the fuck?
I was like, dude, the writing's kind of on the wall, my guy.
That's like giving a crackhead crack and be like, we didn't know he was smoking crack.
Right.
You supplied the crack. If y'all knew this man had a problem and y'all was putting the problem in his face, y'all culpable. Y'all, y'all right there with him. So I don't really feel
it's like it just looks bad on all sides. Like when it comes out like that, it looks bad on all sides.
And then they dropped another one, so it's like up to 24.
Yeah, it's 24 now.
And then Cleveland gave him that big contract, but it can be voided. So there's that. But
which leaves, not only can it be voided, but then that leaves, it leaves them without
a quarterback.
Yeah.
Because Baker Mayfield, y'all screwed him. I digress. What else happened, man?
Somebody in that front office has got to pay. I don't. Like,
well, the crazy part is y'all like the smartest things in the room, and then it don't make no difference because they stupid as hell. But what else? Oh, Snoop Dogg gave his full-time roller a raise, man. Like, Snoop Dogg got a dude who just all his job is roll weed all day long. Like, my nigga, that's what you get paid to do. And he gets paid pretty good. Like, imagine you just out here just rolling blunts for Snoop all day.
What you do? I just roll a blunt.
I just roll blunts. That's all I do.
How much you get paid? Like 45,000.
50,000 a year just to roll a blunt for Snoop. That's the fucking dream.
All you got to pray for is that you don't get arthritis. That's pretty much it.
Oh, I'm retiring then. I'm pretty sure he got good benefits. Snoop got good benefits. I don't care what nobody say. Snoop got the best benefits on earth. That's all.
Oh, you got a migraine? I got something for that.
You got weed and money.
Right.
Sold. My nigga, I'm sold. Like, that's all anybody can ask for. I mean, the way gas prices is, Snoop out here breaking you off gas and money. Like it's a win-win for everybody.
Right.
It's a win-win for everybody. Like nobody loses in this situation.
I like the fact that people try to say that Snoop can't do something, and yet this cat is doing everything.
Snoop is like a character on a game who passed like all the main missions and just out here doing side missions for the hell of it. Like I just see this nigga doing like jujitsu and shit.
You're right.
And shit. Just because, not because he wanted to, just because he could. Like this,
like my guy is out here doing jujitsu and cooking cake with Martha Stewart. You know,
it's for the hell of it. Not because he wants to, not because he has to, just because he can. There's nothing else for him to do. He made music, got money, smoked.
Been in a couple movies.
And now he just out here doing side missions for the rest of his life. Just I want to try Jamaican music just because.
Right.
I'm Snoop Lion now for like 2 months. And if that don't work, fuck it. What they gonna do? Cancel me? I'm already Snoop. Like, nigga, I'm out here. The deed is done. Like, there's nothing else you can do. The El DeBarge brothers are playing tonight, and I can't stand them. But I can't stand Boston either because I'm a Laker fan from the Kobe days. But if I gotta have somebody win, I don't want to see Wardell win. I'm not calling the nigga Steph. His name is Wardell. I'm not calling that nigga nothing else but Wardell. Wardell Curry. I don't like the nigga. I just don't know why. I'm not a Steph Curry fan. Like,
I'm not going to deny he's an excellent shooter. It's just
what fucked me up was the reason I don't like him because people was like, "Oh my god, you should like him. He's from Akron." That nigga was in Akron for like 2 minutes. That nigga got his umbilical.
He was just born there. That was it.
Got
He
the
was
fuck out.
Yeah.
He ain't from Akron. That nigga he's never stepped foot in no neighborhood. He was
like
born
by the
here.
time I think by the time he could walk, they weren't even living there anymore.
By the time he got out, he was out. That nigga was in the cradle in Akron General Hospital for like 2 seconds. They was like, "Oh, you gotta get the fuck out of here. Come on, Wardell." Call that nigga Wardell. I'm not calling that nigga Steph
Wardell.
That nigga's Wardell.
You gonna see him at a game. What's going on, Wardell? Don't
I seen
call
a
me that. That's your
reporter
name.
on purpose, like just because he didn't really have a fucking question. He just wanted to say, "So Wardell, you guys were shooting 4 for 52." This nigga looked at him like, me. Oh, okay, nigga, don't you ever. Yeah, I'm gonna call him Wardell. They play tonight, man. I don't really care who wins. I just don't want to see two lights.
Has the season really been the same though? Like,
I haven't watched basketball all year.
Neither have I.
Usually watch the playoffs, but this playoffs was kind of. I watched
not the same
some now and then. People like it's not the same because LeBron's ain't in.
It's not even that. It's just not the same. Like ball, the game of ball is really not. It hasn't been the same for 4 years, maybe 3-4 years.
Yeah, I really.
And that's counting. That's counting the damn pandemic. That's counting that.
I didn't want to count bubble ball.
I was just that really turned me off. I'm like, so we have this bubble. I'm like, wait, y'all add another fixture to the whole game of basketball?
That was just the reason. There's a cash grab.
Yeah, like we can't lose any more money. Yeah,
it is what it is. All I know is I can't see two light skinned dudes win anything. I feel happy about it, like especially a nigga named Wardell and Clay with a K. Like it ain't even like a C Clay. It's a K Clay. That shit's just fucking weird. I can't do it. Like I cannot watch two light skinned niggas win anything and feel good about myself. Just don't feel like
the views of what the shit do not
I
reflect.
don't care. Like
the views of Chris Fury.
Barge boys, man, out here.
The Barge boys.
Yeah, man, they trying to bring them back, man. Like all they need is Jerry curls and just out in the court just shooting threes with these fucking Jerry curls just waving in the fucking.
What the hell?
Like you imagine Steph before this nigga shoot a three, just fucking shoot Jerry curl juice in your eye before he's shooting shit. I don't know. I just can't. I can't get down with it, man. I just can't. I can't do it. It just feels weird to see a nigga named Wardell do anything.
Oh my god.
Man, I don't know, man. Thank God football is almost back though. Not long before we get there. Can't wait. But I don't know. It's a lot. It's been a lot, man. I just feel like it's so much that we've missed. And it's only been 2 weeks. You know what I mean? It's just a lot can happen in 2 weeks.
Right.
That it makes you realize, like, all right, you take a day off and something happens. You take 2 weeks off and all hell breaks loose. But it just feels good to be back. Got a lot lined up. Definitely going from now until September 29th. Cannot wait. I think we're gonna be there's a convention in Cleveland, a video game convention. I'm pretty sure we're gonna be there.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to get press passes for Blurred's Eye, so I'm waiting to hear back from them.
If they free, I'll do it. If not, I'm not doing it.
Yeah,
I'll cover that bitch on my cell phone.
like because press pass a lot. If we pay for anything, we'll probably be parking, but it's the IX Center, so I doubt
I ain't
that.
paying for parking. Shit.
Yeah, but even then, press passes allow you to just get in free.
Oh.
You get in free.
Cool.
Everything else you pay for, like food and whatever. But yeah,
I'm like,
you ain't got to. You get access to some of the voice actors who's there and some of the developers that's there, stuff like that.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I'm waiting to hear back from them.
It's a lot going on. Like this season, I plan, and you can only plan for so much. Schedule conflicts and things like that. I had a guest schedule. Timing wise, don't know what happened. So you know what? Show goes on. I ain't mad. Might not work with people again, but it's neither here nor there. But actually, it's here and there. But again, like there's a lot going on, especially this summer. He got the $1 Million Baby event going on in Barberton, July 17th.
Is it July or June? I don't know why I thought it was June.
Yeah, June. June 17th.
Next week.
Don't get me wrong. I'm about to. Yeah, next week. So it's next week, man. There's a contract being going. There's going to be a lot of people there. We'll be in the building, like I said, doing a live thing, making sure it's all good for the people to see, man, because I want to make sure people know what's going on. July in Akron, the north side of Akron, there's going to be a lot of things going on. A lot of proceeds going to the kids. They're doing cookouts, the Hood Olympics. There's a party. DJ One is going to be DJing. There's a lot going on. You got King.
They're celebrating June. Well, yeah, Juneteenth. Next weekend.
Juneteenth. Oh shit. Oh,
Juneteenth next weekend.
Juneteenth. Damn. The ancestors gonna fuck me up when I get off. You forget about you. I totally forgot about Juneteenth and Father's Day. Fuck.
It's all on the same weekend.
Damn. So
$1 Million Baby Saturday or Friday. Juneteenth Saturday and Father's Day Sunday.
I thought they was the same day.
It's the same weekend. It might. Let me take a look at the calendar because they jammed it all together, and I can hear some fathers out there like, man, we can't never get the day by ourselves. Hey.
Socks, drawers, and white guilt. People just
what?
I'm so sorry about what happened to your ancestors.
Yeah, Juneteenth. Yeah, Juneteenth and Father's Day is the same day. It's on Sunday, but most people are celebrating it.
You know what?
Saturday.
There's something else that happened. Now that I'm thinking about Juneteenth, Walmart. What the fuck were you thinking?
Oh,
what the fuck? Why did you think that niggas wanted ice cream?
Wait a minute, because if y'all follow me and you follow Blurred's Eye View, you've probably seen me do the video on the ice cream.
Fuck that. Why the fuck did y'all think that was a good idea? Like, why would y'all think niggas wanted Neapolitan ice cream with a black fist and some fucking Harambe beads on there? Like, what the fuck made y'all think that niggas really
they went a step further. There are plates and napkins I'm
not even mad about that. That I can get down with. But it's the
ice cream, the great value napkins. Ice cream.
But there's the fucked up part was there's some napkins that say it's the freedom for me. Ain't no nigga ever praised freedom like that. Like, I don't give a fuck what nobody saying. I ain't never seen a slave in the field like, you know what? It's gonna be the freedom for me. I cannot wait till I'm free and I can tell my people it's the freedom for me. That shit's whack. It definitely was a white dude named Bob that wrote that shit. But this fucking ice cream. Why on God's green earth did y'all think niggas wanted ice cream? Especially some great, like we couldn't even get Haagen-Dazs or some fucking Bluebell or, you know what I'm saying?
Not even Ben and Jerry's.
Shit. We couldn't even get Ben and Jerry's, you know, sock it to me and shit like that. They what? Oh, come on.
What happened?
Oh my God. I'm gone.
I knew it. I'm
so disenfranchised right now. I don't even know what that means, but I feel that word fits right
now. We knew that's what was going to happen. When the government announced that Juneteenth was going to be a national holiday, we knew.
You trademark something you ain't start. Just like a motherfucker to put mayonnaise on some shit we didn't ask for. What the fuck?
So this is why. So this is why I started promoting
egg yolk mayo.
This is why I started promoting Creamalicious. It was a black-owned ice cream company that actually sells their ice cream in Walmart, and it's
I'm
black-owned.
Anything in Walmart, I don't care black-owned or not. Walmart fucked up.
Don't say that because you might end up having to go to Walmart tomorrow. I'm not saying Walmart got anything, but you might have to get something out of Walmart.
Anybody who listens to this show from season 1 to now knows my disdain for Walmart. Of course, I have to go because it's the closest thing to me other than Giant Eagle, and Giant Eagle's fucking prices are rock hard.
Yeah.
And I refuse to pay fucking $40 for some milk. That shit's ridiculous. I just won't do it. I'm cheap.
Like I'm lactose anyway. Aren't you mad about the milk prices? No.
I am too, but I gotta have milk. Like, fuck it, I'll pay for it later. But Walmart, man, I for the life of me, like, I just don't understand why y'all thought that was a cool thing. And then I can picture like a.
They did the same thing with Pride.
Yeah, but I mean, but they got Haagen-Dazs. They got good ice cream. Niggas got great value. Like,
no, they did. That's what I'm saying. They did great value Pride ice cream too.
Oh, well, I'm not a Pride person, so I can't be mad about that. I'm up in arms about this Juneteenth shit because I'm black, and I gotta be. And it's Walmart, so any reason I get to yell at Walmart, fuck it, I'm taking it. You know what happened?
They snatched it off the shelf as quick as it got on.
You know why?
Because
niggas was like,
oh hell no.
Soon as niggas seen that shit, niggas was like, what the fuck is that? Like it was a whiteboard room. They all had kente cloths on and dashikis and do-rags.
Oh, I wish you had that picture. That's just like that.
This is how the conversation went.
Guys, I think we need to do something for Juneteenth. Now that we own this shit and the niggas don't know, let's give them something good to talk about.
Some white lady was like, I know, we give them ice cream. And the dude was like,
that's a good idea. Who should we have sponsor it?
Niggas was like,
Haagen-Dazs? Nah, that's too rich for them niggas.
Yeah.
What else we got? Ben and Jerry's?
Oh, hell no. He ain't giving them Ben and Jerry's. Then they gonna think they got something.
What about our brand? Great value. Bingo, we got a winner. I'm hard. Let's go.
That's how the fucking conversation went. Exactly how that board meeting went. I pictured it in my head. I put dollars to donuts. That's how that fucking meeting went. And the shit pisses me off because they thought that shit was a good idea. They thought they had something. They was proud. They put their chest out. And some little white hand had the ice cream in his hand. He was like, take this picture now.
You know what made it worse?
To see this.
What made it worse is that the flavor that it was like red velvet and something else. I don't know. It
like fucking cheesecake, Kool-Aid, and Newports. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Fuck asked for this shit, man. Like, nobody asked for this. That's what I'm talking about. It be shit that nobody asked for that y'all got to do the most with. Like, nobody asked y'all to touch Juneteenth. Leave it alone. Y'all made it a holiday. Cool. We don't get paid for it, whatever. But just leave it alone. Nobody asked y'all to step in and do nothing. No T-shirts, no government-funded parades and shit where we got fucking Joe Biden next to Martin Luther King, and Martin Luther King got on a suit and Joe Biden got on a full Black Panther garb. Like, nobody asked for this shit.
Remember when they just announced, what was it, last year when they announced it that Juneteenth was a national holiday, and they had like Nancy Pelosi and a bunch of other ones, and they were
dabbing and shit
with the kente cloth around their neck.
With black
I'm like, I said, wait a minute, and they were kneeling, and I'm like, what are y'all doing?
fucking up everything we got.
This is not fucking
everything that we
allyship.
have that has swag, they put some mayonnaise on and fuck that shit up. And it ain't all white people. I love white people. Don't get me wrong. I'm not racist. I'm a bigot. I hate all people equally. I just hate all people equally. I love y'all, but I hate all people equally. I don't love anybody more than anybody. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But stop touching shit that ain't yours. Like y'all had, what's that? Asian Island Pacific, all that month.
Asian Pacific Islanders
didn't touch
at
it.
all. At all.
Didn't touch it. Left it alone. Left it like it was. Didn't try to overpower them. Didn't try to outspeak them. Didn't try to tell them who they were and what they should be doing. Didn't touch it. Left it alone. It was beautiful. I loved it. I listened to Encanto music all month, and it was beautiful. Jank motherfucking margaritas and shit, and tequila and beer. It was beautiful. I felt Latin for a month. And then June comes. And these niggas got to put their foot in some shit that ain't nobody asked you to touch. Nobody. Why can't y'all leave our shit alone? Just let us be. Give us a little slight. We ain't asked for nothing. We ain't asked y'all to, put no money on no bill. You know what I'm saying? To fill up the El Dorado. Nothing. We just asked y'all to leave our shit alone.
Y'all,
so we can enjoy it.
Y'all gave us the cheapest brand ice cream and upcharged on the gas. Ain't that a bitch?
Not only that, but then our holidays be having like 39 days in it. So you get like 20 days of fun, and then it'd be like, oh, we go back to work. Like, this shit just don't make no sense. Just leave.
And then you made it the like it's on Father's Day, and yo, y'all just made sure.
Well, they knew niggas didn't have fathers, so they didn't really care about that. It's like, let's put Juneteenth on Father's Day. Nobody would know the difference. It's fucking. I'll shout at your face, but this shit just don't make no sense, man. Like, I didn't play those starting out this hot, like, you know what I'm saying, episode 1, but fuck it. People here and there ain't showing up. So I'm gonna get on my soapbox. Don't touch shit that ain't yours. Like, leave Juneteenth alone. Like, y'all, like, I would have been cool if it was like a good flavor with a good brand, but it was like the fucking the ice cream tastes like cardboard. Like,
even Ben and Jerry's did their version, or they gave some of their proceeds to Black Lives Matter when the movement was really, really hot.
That's cool.
They even
ice cream too at the same time. Like, give us ice cream.
They did something. They did something in it to correlate with it, but at least they were allied in the fight. You know. See, and they showed the respect.
Walmart thought they was doing something, and they thought I believe in my heart they thought, as my dogs go crazy because Chinese food is here. Real life people, shit really happening. I don't think I'm in a studio somewhere just chilling. It's real life shit. As they really is going nuts. So that'll be in this. This is live. But God damn, really
I thought it was mine at first, and I'm like, what the hell is he barking at?
Okay, so anywho, I believe, nigga, y'all ain't gonna all talk me. Shit. So anywho, Walmart, I believe in my heart, they thought they were doing the right thing. They thought they was doing something special. They thought they was like, you know what, we gonna give them this, and it's gonna be beautiful. And there's not gonna be any backlash because we're Walmart. We care about the people. We pay our people top dollar to work here, and we have everything at a low price, and we do all the right things and say all the right things until you don't. And this was it.
And that's exactly why I made that TikTok, and that's exactly why I did that shit. Because I'm like, yo, who asked for that?
From the clown.
I was like, who asked for that shit?
Please don't do anything else like that. Just don't. Like, just
it's one thing that we already got to come to you for whatever, because most stores don't carry what we need. Or
Walmart's the only place you can get a box of condoms, baby formula, and like fucking 35,000 batteries at one time. Like random ass shit that you don't really need, but it's just because it's there and you can get it all at once. It's just like, fuck. I mean, I don't really need tube socks at 2 a.m, but fuck it. You know, I might want to go running tomorrow, so let me get these tube socks. It's like a 24 pack for $5. I can't beat that. That shit's just...
that was just uncalled for, and they could have kept that. But they, like I said, it was enough uproar from it that they snatched it right out the stores as soon as it was put out. And like, I've never even seen one in person. and I'm glad.
Hey, I don't know if I want to see one. Because I'm liable to throw that shit
What's
against the
that?
wall. Be
Oh,
clean up on
the
aisle
ice.
7.
Yeah,
Yeah, be clean up on aisle 7 because I'm throwing that shit.
you just throw it all on the floor. Hey, the Karens get
All
away
over.
with it. I'm throwing all this shit on the floor.
Tossing them shits.
Who did
Oh,
this? Don't worry about it.
again, I gotta give a shout out to our sponsor tonight. Boom, Unknown. So, Unknown is the thriller.
Oh, you mean unhuman?
Oh, what I say? Unknown? Oh, that
Yep.
was the ice cream. Unhuman. Sorry, Walmart. I still got y'all in the head. Unhuman is now available on digital and demand. When a high school field trip goes bloody awry, the students have to put their trust in each other, and their skills are tested to the limit. And it's brutal, horrifying, and it's a fight for survival. Buy or own in Unhuman. Oh, I was about to say Inhumans. That's Marvel. Ooh, that was horrible.
Mm-hmm.
And watch it today from Paramount Pictures. So thank you to Paramount Pictures, man. You guys can win a copy of that somehow. All you gotta do is use hashtag Unhuman and be in the drawing for that. Also got Contractor, but I don't really want to talk about him today. So we're gonna say that for IG because I'm actually going on IG to do 5 hard copies of the movie Contractor. What stars this guy? Actually, this
Chris
dude,
Pine.
that movie away tomorrow. So
Yeah.
there's that.
Yeah, I gotta do
So we got
mine.
giveaways.
What's today? Wednesday? I gotta do mine tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, today's Wednesday. Also, again, here, ladies, if you're trying to get your activewear in, you can use go to React Activewear and you can use code word WTS and get 10% off. Because now we are kind of in the women's clothing business. A little brand ambassadorship thingy there.
It's no Fashion Nova, but it's got to be something better, right?
And yeah, cheaper. That's what it's cheaper. And now you get 10% off because you know us. Go ahead and get out there and get your activewear on. You ain't got to have a name brand when you're working out. Can't nobody see it anyway because you're supposed to be moving. It ain't about how you look. It's about how you work. I don't know if they're going to use that, but boom, there's this. It's free for y'all. Advertisement. So y'all can go ahead and use that code, man, and get y'all 10% off. Did we miss anything? I mean, I feel like I spent a lot of time on Walmart. I feel like
I
apology.
gotta hit up our family, Mr. Deacon or Mr. Deacon Experience. Shout out to them. He talks about a lot of local sports and stuff. So he's been on both shows actually. And so shout out Mr. Deacon, but they're actually covering Dave Chappelle in Canton. They covering that show.
They are?
Yeah, he just put a post.
Oh, word.
Yeah, we hit him. I may have to hit him up. Yo, let me get in on this action.
That's gonna be a hot ticket.
Yeah,
Dave Chappelle, that's gonna be a hot ticket, especially here in Canton, because ain't shit else going on. Truth is, I don't know, man. If somebody pop up, I'll put them on. If not, I'm gonna keep it moving. So, I put the word out. Time is time. I got bills to pay, so I got to keep moving. Unfortunately, I can't see G Black's.
I like that.
Moving what?
Can't nobody see because it. What?
I don't know.
Wait. What's wait? What is G Black talking? Can't nobody see it because you're supposed to be moving. Huh? Moving what?
Oh, this? Oh. No.
Oh, the other one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Boom. There you go.
He talking about the.
There you go. Keep it at the bottom of the screen. We'll keep it at the bottom of the screen so y'all can.
Okay.
I guess people read better when it's moving. Yeah. Oh, man. Welcome back, man. It feels good to be back. So, I'm actually going to cut it short because I kind of want to watch the game. I'm not going to lie. See what Wardell does tonight.
Well, we in wind down mode anyway, so.
Well, no, I mean, I kind of want to. I talked about everything I want to talk about later. I really wanted to get into Walmart. Really wanted to. really just reconnect, man. It's like I said, it's been 2 weeks we've been gone. It feels good to be back. It was a crazy start, but then again, that's what the show is. It's an unscripted, anything goes, whatever happens type of show. So there's no plans. There's always a pivot and a move.
This is what we do. We've done it on both shows. We've done the pivot. It's no big deal. Hell, it's time.
Oh yeah, my bad. Yeah, I was reading it, but then
but it's just what we do. This is what we do.
But yeah, I mean, it just feels good to be back. Season 6 is wide open right now. I want to kind of do an open call. I think right now we're booked until July 6th. There are some partial dates in July that are being booked, but I want to give people who have something they want to talk about or push an opportunity to come on the show. The show is for the people. You know, it's season 6. What's better than 6? Nothing. We're playing with house money. Not supposed to be in here this long. Not supposed to make it 2 years. I can't wait for July. July, that 2-year party. Oh, buddy. That's going to be something special. I'm getting Walmart to sponsor it. So it's going to be... Hold up. Follow me on this one. So Walmart is going to sponsor it. I can see it now. It's going to be napkins with "It's the shit for me." Like low budget fucking ice cream for them. It ain't even great value. It's the thing that's under great value, and this is going to be like depression flavored.
They say vanilla flavored. That's what it say.
Rick's Chitlins, Chef's chocolate salty balls, and Mother's butters, like everywhere. It's just gonna be the greatest 2-year anniversary party you guys have ever seen. Like, period. But it's gonna be fun. I mean, that's really where we're at now. Just having fun, like just making sure people enjoy themselves, man. It's kind of an escape. I know we talk about some things, but I kind of wanted to be able to entertain, man, because there's a lot going on in this world. People can get down. Make sure your mental health is always in check. Make sure your family and your money straight, man, because you never know what could happen. And just have fun, man. They crucified Jesus, man. What they gonna do for you for having fun, man? It's just all about living your life by your terms. Nobody should be able to dictate what you do. If not, if they could, then this show wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be getting opportunities and trying to give out opportunities. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. It's wild. It's 6 seasons. Like to me, that's bananas. To even say that this is a season 6 premiere.
Right.
To say that we've been doing this for 2 years and made it to 6 seasons and met some dope ass people and got some sponsors and media partners and all that, man. It's crazy. Especially when starting out, it was rough.
Sound, visuals.
Not even that. It was
just the setup. Everything was just.
It was just a rough time, man. Like starting out and hearing the no's and hearing and seeing the lack of
support
spots. It was rough. Like season 2 got a little better, but I still almost quit a couple times during season 2. Season 3, I was like, fuck it. I made it this far. I might as well keep going. Season 4 was fucking awesome. Season 5, we was just like, fuck it. We jumping right into it. Now season 6, I look forward to this season, man, because I've been in contact with some dope women who are doing some dope things, and I really meant that when I said that this season is kind of an emphasis on the women power. Not because I had to, just because I wanted to, man. I met some really... there's a woman coming on who's done TED Talks and all kind of dope ass shit, man, and another one who does safe space for women. There's a domestic violence survivor who wants to tell her story. A former NFL wife. I don't know if I should be telling her business like that, but I'm pretty sure she's gonna talk about it. Who's writing a book, and an entrepreneur. Like, there's a lot of dope women I've been in contact with who's gonna be coming on Queenish and who's just gonna be coming on the show to do interviews and chop it up with us. Period. Because they wanted to. Like, yeah, I didn't twist nobody's arm. I didn't reach out to them. They came to us via a plug, I guess. I mean, it was nothing was paid for, no money was exchanged. It was like, hey, here's a list of people who potentially might want to come on your show. I can approach them and see if they do, and they did, and they do. So here we are, man. Season 6. I haven't seen it, brother.
Join request. Is he trying to? He's on. Is he? He's responding from YouTube.
1 second.
But I got to step out.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm about to see if I
Yeah, you sent him the link again?
Yeah, but before you go out of here, man, go ahead and tell people where they can find you and all that.
So if you're watching and you're listening to the show, you already know I'm Chris Fury, the man on the wall, head man over at Blurred's Eye View. You can catch me at Blurred's Eye View on IG and at Chris.Fury1. But if you go to the Blurred's Eye View on IG and follow the link tree in the bio, it'll send you to all the socials, to everywhere that I'm at, including TikTok and Facebook. We just finished our season 7. We had Queen Jasmine LaFleur and Lord Strife on last night talking about Black Friday. So that was really, really dope. A lot of opened up emotions was going on with that show. Great season ender, great people. If you want to know about couple goals, you need to see these two people. But you can also listen to us anywhere you listen to your podcast, on iHeartRadio and Opulence Radio. You can check us out on YouTube as well. I just got a message from Queen Jasmine herself, so I was like, okay, let me see if I can send something to her, because YouTube's being the dick. So we're getting that together, but you can still catch me doing Fury's reacts and reviews. I'll be dropping those really, really soon. I'll probably do one up for Thursday, probably not live though. But you can check that one up on YouTube if they're not being a dick. But we are taking a little 2-week reprieve, at least the main show is, and we'll be back almost at the end of the month. Yeah, almost at the end of the month of June. Just kind of hit right back at it. We got I got a lot of stuff planned. Cartoon Beatdown is one of them. Blurred Squares is another one that I'm planning on doing. Getting some guests together to do Hollywood Blurred Squares. So that's a nice little game show. I won't be a part of neither one of those two shows because somebody's got to run the show. So it wouldn't be fair for me to ask the questions and still know the answers and be a part of it. I can't do that. So it's only fair. But you'll be seeing us really, really soon. You can still watch us on YouTube, listen to us on anywhere you listen to your podcast. And as always, I say, tune into where only blurs can talk geek like we can. And I'm out.
All right. Appreciate you. Well, just me. Courtney had to work, so he would like to send his most high regards, man, to y'all. I'm trying to see if I can get Suicide in here real quick. While I do that, man, I'm going to go ahead and let this play real quick, because I kind of like this, and I really like playing it.
The shit, boy, get on my level. Doing 125 in my own way, pedal to metal. One thing that I won't let you do, and that's gas me up. Keep my eyes open, letting nothing pass me up. Oh, I refuse to let you block my shine. No, not today. Oh, and I ain't going out to fight. No, not today. I'll take the light, you hold hold the camera, don't need more. Ready for action, I'm never lacking, I've seen war. FaceTimes, great minds couldn't conceive or couldn't relate, was robbed a chance to see more. So I aspire to reach higher, the fire inside of me burns brighter until I blow up like C4. Great shit, make hits deep as the sea floor. Paste it, race gets long as the seashore. My star rising, they see me shining like I done been dipped in diamonds, but I be like, where the haters, they seem sure. It's all crickets, they on my dick like a seesaw. With no ticket, it's so sickening, please pause. As I provide the soundtrack to bounce back from each loss until we reach a target, we proceed course. There's no quitting, the clock's ticking. I seen how the plot thickens. Regardless, I never let it throw me
I
off.
want the shit, boy, get on my level, doing 120. I really love that, really love that. Shout out to G Black for that theme song, man. Appreciate that. Him in Low Key, Not Today, theme song for What the Shit. I'm trying to get Suicide in here. We had a miscommunication. I sent the link to the wrong spot earlier. So, you know what else? Get y'all this commercial. We're going to take a commercial break real quick.
Running low on energy, long days and even longer nights, tired of all the other energy drinks and bars promise you a lot and never delivering? Need to make it through work, but want a product that can keep up with your busy lifestyle? Want no longer? Try Chef's Chocolate Salty Balls. The balls that are so smooth and with a load of nutrients and vitamins to really get you up and bouncing off the walls. Made with all natural ingredients and healthy junk to satisfy even the pickiest eater. Chef's Chocolate Salty Balls are sold everywhere where you buy your junk. And now for those who want that extra kick in the butt, comes Chef's Heavy Duty Chocolate Salty Balls with 120% more caffeine than the leading brand. Disclaimer, this product has not been approved by the FDA or World Health Association. Warning, this product is not intended for consumption by children, elderly people, or women who are pregnant or may become pregnant. You might even get pregnant.
Thank you, Chef. That was Chef. They sponsor us every time we don't need them to. But I do appreciate everybody for stopping by watching, man, today. I got to get Suicide back. There was a miscommunication in where the link was sent on my end. I sent it to somebody else. Long day at work. My bad. But he definitely, make sure y'all get to his listening party for sure, man. It's going down on the 16th. Let me see if I can pull that flyer up real quick. Of course, while I do that, man, I want to talk to everybody again, man. I thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. If you're trying to do a podcast, man, there's a lot of people who have a lot of knowledge that can help y'all. So make sure y'all reach out to them. I know T Vix and Miss Dean, they have Tap In with T Vix and Miss Dean. They just started a new podcast, Route 8 Podcast. Make sure y'all get out to that. Check that out. Blur's Eye Views, Smoking Reviews, a lot of different other shows that you can pull into. No Filter, my cousin and her husband, they got one where they just talk about husband and wife relationships. So, man, that's pretty dope. I guess it's therapy. I couldn't do it, but that's not me. Again, like I said, man, season 6, while I have y'all, it's very special to me. It's very important. Just being able to be here, have a little bit of longevity, have a little bit of skin in the game now, more opportunities, not just for us, but for the people who we bring on to be seen and be heard and all that. And it's just really been a learning experience and a journey. I kind of want to say what I want to say, but I can't because it's in the infancy stages. But next year, we're planning on doing something. I have something in the works that I want to do. I guess I can give a hint. It's going to be a sort of a mixer. Right now, we're working on some details, but I want to kind of bring podcasters, musicians, businesses, cosplayers, anybody in the Ohio media scene, kind of bring them together and just have a night where we network, get some guest speakers, something like that. Working on it. It's in the works. I I just don't have all the details yet, and that's why I kind of giving us a year to make it work. Probably gonna do it somewhere in Cleveland or in that area, but it's something that's been weighing on me. The kind of there's a lot of podcasters in this area that don't even know each other or know about. You know, you probably even never heard of or never even seen anything from them. But I think it's time for Ohio to kind of get together on a podcast tip. I know there's a lot of people who might not like that idea. I don't really care. I just feel like it's something that's needed. Like, it might be a lot of musicians, you know what I mean, like in different settings might not get to know each other or whatever, but this ain't awards. This ain't it's a mixer. It's a get together, gathering that we're trying to put together for next year to let Ohio entertainment, Ohio media people, content creators, cosplayers, video game, whatever, man, just come together, meet other people that's kind of in your field and just network, connect, collab, make business happen, make videos, make magic happen on different levels. So working on that. Hopefully next year, next summer, we can put all the pieces together and tap in with some dope ass people and have get some people a chance to work with each other and see each other on different levels and it be all love and it be, you know, business. Let's get this money. Like Ohio is an opportunity to make money in this industry, and you ain't gonna do it by yourself. You're not gonna do it hating on the next person next to you. I mean, we can all get money. You don't have to like the next person. Work with somebody who you do like. I'm not trying to have everybody singing Kumbaya and all that, man. I'm just trying to let's put people together where we can make money. Build a table that other states will be proud of or be jealous of. You know what I mean? There's just a lot of dope people in the state of Ohio who don't either have the opportunity or don't know where to start. And there's some people out here who know where to start and who have the opportunity and who are willing to share it. They just don't know who need the opportunity because some people are not asking the right questions or not asking at all because of pride or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? But it's just going to be a conference mixer. You know what I mean? It's just something I'm working on. We working on, man. Like I said, but like I said, Shuicide Holla is having his go to his page. Make sure y'all tap in with that. I hope Donny Kashh get well. He couldn't make it tonight. Next week we have Kingish. It's an all male panel. Our moderator is Miss Brandy Candy B. So it's a lot of men unpacking a lot of things. I have no idea what none of the questions are. I'm looking forward to it. But it's just a male summit for, you know, black men to get together and speak and talk on real issues. The following week we have Queenish, which is a bunch of women doing the same thing. Again, don't know what the questions is. I really won't be a part of that because I'm just producing. But we got some really dope women coming on to that. Like I said, the next 3 weeks are booked with dope guests. It's going to be a crazy season. I cannot wait. Man, like I said, I just really appreciate everybody. It's been a long day. Not everything is worked out the way I've planned it today, but that's the beauty of one being live and two, it being real. Stuff happens. So I don't know. I appreciate y'all for sitting here with us. Chris had to do something with the wife. Like I said, Courtney had to work. So I'm gonna leave y'all with this, man. It's been real and stay real. Oh, never mind. I'm not gonna leave y'all with that. I got a guess. Hold on, let me let his stuff get connected. Maybe I think I lost him. Had him and then I lost him. Had him, lost him. Had him, lost him. See if we can get him back here. Oh, I know what I want y'all to watch. For those who are still watching here, check out this clip. It's a blast from the past.
Ever had in history, black, white, or other. So we do have to get the skedaddle. Somebody got to get the skibbity paps. Jason want to do Chris wants to be the Black Bob Hope. And I just want to be here for another podcast because this is what the shit. So we go, we do parting shots. Everybody.
Suicide, what's going on, bro? I apologize.
Yo, what's going on, man?
How you doing, man?
I'm all right. I'm trying to get some energy back, man. I've been, dealing with whatever you got going on, man. I literally been lost my energy over this past hour and a half.
My bad, sir. There was a mix-up in where I sent the code at.
Everything good?
Yeah, I thought I sent it to you and Lewis. I just sent it to him. And
I'm literally sitting there. I'm pressing the Google Meet, John, in the email since 8:30. I'm like, why is they not accepting? Like, what's going on?
No, that was like I said. I thought I sent it to both of y'all. Been a long day of working, and I thought I sent it to both of y'all, but that's on me. I'm gonna take that one on the chin. I apologize for that, sir.
It's all love, man. It's all love, B.
But you got
I came in as John with the wild energy. See, one thing about I'm sure you understand. One thing about people who are workforces is you don't feel the fatigue and tiredness until you stop.
Oh yeah.
So I literally been moving and moving and moving and moving. This is the everyday thing. I move nonstop. So when I sat still at 8:30 and then time elapsed, I just felt myself like, you know what I mean? The energy just started draining and draining and draining. Of course we can pick it up. But that's just how it is. That's one thing I didn't always notice, man. It's only when I sit still that you know what I mean? I'm not the type of person that lays down and be like, all right, it's bedtime and then go to sleep. I'm the type of person that passes out.
Oh, I passed out last night. So I know the feeling of that. It's hard for me to, like, once I sit down, even here, it's different because I'm on a mic and the camera's on, so the energy's there, so I know what you're saying. And like I said, that was a total miscommunication. I'm gonna have to eat that one. Like, that was on me. But I'm glad you're here, though, because you have something that's going on, man, that people need to know about.
Yeah, man. This for the East Side, man, period. This for the East Side. Album coming 17th. Listen event on the 16th. Man, this genre right here is special, man. I feel like this probably my best work, man.
I'm excited. Because last time we talked, man, we were talking about, your process and everything like that.
Uh-huh.
And from what I've been seeing, like, the press, like, you guys are pushing this, and I cannot wait for the release because I feel like just seeing your work and hearing some of your past work, man, I know it's gonna be bananas. I can tell you that much. Like, I don't have no doubt about that.
I feel like last time I'm trying to full screen this real quick, bro. This joint on the side. You're in the shit. I'm not wondering. Last time we had it full screen. I'm trying to get rid of this side box thing. Hold on, give me a second. Why? I don't know why it's not full screening. But what I will say is, I think it was a unique situation because last time we chatted, it was like the introduction, like you all weren't super familiar with the process. It was more so, we got this guy on, let's get familiar with his personality. We see he's at a specific point, but we don't really, we haven't been around to see the movements that had got him to this point. So I think in between that and now, you all have seen so many things, like so many small things happen. Of course, in some eyes, perception is reality to some people. So in some people's mind, as we talked on the last John, some things are just always catastrophic, no matter what's being done. But to the person actually painting that picture, it's just a simple stroke of the brush. You know what I mean?
For sure. To speak to that, man, because like you said, we didn't know each other, never met other than that, that one thing. But like I said, seeing the post, man, seeing the energy, you know what I'm saying, seeing the pictures, seeing the work being put in, man, and seeing the excitement behind it. That's why I'm like, oh, this project, he working on something, because just the energy that you see, you know what I mean?
That's embodying his joint. Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Because you can tell when, you know what I'm saying, a rapper is not really putting his all into it. The pictures, you can see it in the pictures. He ain't, you know what I'm saying, his energy level, look down at the pictures. When he talking about the album, it's just like, I got it dropping, pick it up. Like, you've been energized, man.
Well, it's some. Well, the thing is, like, when you get to specific realms as an artist, that's why I don't really like to speak on other people, because as artists, a lot of people don't like to take criticism they think it's just like hating or something like that, which is not really. So I'm gonna speak directly to you. When you speaking of people that you see that don't have this energetic field around their art or whatever the case is, the situation be more so like this, coming from the mind of an artist. The project is like, remember last time we spoke about you lay out a canvas. This is your easel. You got your canvas laid out. You painting the full picture. You coming from the left, you going all the way to the right. The project is just like one little speck in there. So of course you embracing this entire canvas. So your energy is as big as an entire canvas. You get one project right here, which is your baby, amongst going to the AMP platforms, amongst going to the different for shooters platforms, to all these different platforms. These are all pieces of the canvas. So when you got people who don't really understand everything that comes with artistry, and then they're just thinking, I'm gonna wake up today, I'm gonna go to the lab, or I'm gonna book some time, go to the lab, and I'm gonna put together 2-3 tracks. I got 4 or 5 I already had, and then I'm gonna take some more. It's not really the full embedded passion, because it's kind of just like, I want to just be heard. That's not really the mind state of somebody that's painting a full entire picture. Like, somebody that's painting the full John is not thinking, I want to be heard. They're thinking, this is something that I would like for some people to see, but I still got a lot more stuff going on. So what you're seeing is basically the embodiment of an entire vision that I'm just living out moment by moment. I don't really know what's set for tomorrow. I don't think ahead. That's how you induce anxiety. I don't think what happened yesterday. That's depression. I live directly in the moment.
That's a mean quote, brother. But I
So
feel you on that.
With being directly in the moment, it keeps me with like, to carry the weight from yesterday, it's too heavy. And to think about tomorrow too much it's anxiety. So it's just like, staying in the moment, it just keeps you grounded. Humility, like, it keeps you humble in a sense, because you just like, okay, I'm in the middle of a storm. Like, I'm not sure if you're not an artist yourself, but have you ever met an artist that has been on stage in front of like a few hundred people? Mm-hmm. Like, if you know anybody that's been in the stage in front of hundreds or even thousands of people, I'm not really sure how most sets are, but mine's personally, I'm not looking at this as, man, I'm this popular guy and look at all these people watching me. I feel like I'm in the midst of the storm, and the people that are out there watching it are just viewing me fight my battles live.
So where are you at right now with the battle of the album? Like, do you feel like, because I know you feel, cause I hear it in your voice, your confidence is there, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, my passion behind the entire art is different, bro. Like, this is the thing. I don't, like I told you, I don't think about what was yesterday, and I don't think about what's tomorrow. I plan literally, like, probably for like the past 3 years, I plan my years in halves. So I plan 6 months at a time. So basically what's going on right now was already finished months ago. I'm just living literally in the moment, talking to you. I'm not thinking about anxiety, I'm not stressed or bombarded about anything, because I plan 6-month increments. before probably 3 years ago, it would be 3-month increments because I was hungrier. And then it would, you know what I mean? And before that, it would probably be when you're moving at the pace that is just like, okay, I got to do this. Like if you're moving right in the moment, you're already behind in the world of entertainment.
This is true.
You got to literally be ahead of the game. You got to create comfortability, man. It's just like, this is how you run into artists who have poignancy. They're literally, you open up the door, y'all interview at 8:30. They're right there when you open up the door to see who out in the lobby. You call it, if they picking up right on. I'm one of those type people because I already have things planned. If I embed something into my time slot or whatever, it's going to happen right then and there. I'm not one of these people that play mind games. You get a text message from somebody and you hit him back 4 hours later. Oh, it was good. I was asleep. Even though you saw, I'm not that type of person. I'm literally I'm who I am. You know what I mean? So with me planning these 6-month increments, it's like I already knew what was going to happen from January to June. And I'm already knowing what's going to happen from June to December. So that the listen party, all of these things are just dots on the easel, like on the entire vision that I'm just running into. It's kind of like, you ever seen Lord of the Rings?
Partially, yeah.
It's kind of like, it's not really pertaining to the movie itself, but if you look at like the artwork, the way they drew it, it's kind of like it's like a landscape. And if you look at it, the way they put it on the covers of the books, it's like trees are little dots and things are just like more of dots than the actual thing itself. Even though when you indulge and jump into it, that dot might have been a 200-foot tree or a troll or this or that. But you don't really know that until you dive into the book. So I'm just basically running into the dots, connecting. They were already set.
So I want, before we get to this 6 months now, what's the next 6 months? Like,
next 6 months is a whole lot of national platforms, preceding the AMP joint that I just did, a whole lot of more national platforms. I plan on hitting the stage again, fallish, wintertime. I'm gonna let them digest this tape. Time with the family, with my son. What else I got planned that's on the entertainment side that I can get the people amped up for? Visuals, video shoots. Like, these things are already thoughts that are embedded months ahead of time. I don't just, like I said, I don't just wake up and be like, man, we need to shoot a video to this and then hit my guys up and be like, when we ready? Nah, it's already understood months ahead of time so that schedules don't collide. You got to understand, I live away from everyone. Mm-hmm. I can't just wake up thinking that time is on my side.
So, listening party dropping on the 17th. I don't like asking like expectations because it just feels like, because a lot of people be like, so what are your expectations for this album? I don't like that question because it's like,
yeah, I don't think in that sense, man. I just know I don't think in that sense, man, because at the end of the day, it would be different if I was making music that had no ties to me. If I was just making club records or music that was just like random music. I make music that's personal, that's about my life, things that I've been through and things that are going on. So I don't really have expectations because that would be the equivalent of me saying, what do you think when you look at me, in a sense? That's basically almost being entitled to someone's attention. I'm not entitled to anyone's attention. I'm asking, once I do put this art out, join my world, learn more about me, understand me a little bit more. So I don't really do the expectations. I just know that, you know, I've never really just been discouraged over the responses to the music. It's just never happened. I don't know if it's not my heart or if it's not my mind, but it's just like, it don't matter. You go on, for example, you go to PSG, which has about over 3,000 comments. I literally, if you look, it don't matter if they said he looks like Dave Chappelle, his tooth is got a gap, a car. It don't matter what said. I literally heart and like all 3,000 of those comments. I don't respond, but it's just to see the notification. That's more than enough. Heart, like, continue on with my day. So it's like when things happen, it's just like I'm not expecting anything. I don't have expectations. So it's like I can't be put down by anything. I just can move forward.
See, and that's how I know you're a different type of artist, because the fact that you did do that, you know what I mean? I don't know too many, like, liking and hearting the good and the bad is not really heard of. You know what I mean? It's not.
Yeah, because that's what happens to your question. When people have expectations, if I had expectations on Pussy So Good, man, this girl is naked. I know I'm fly. If I'm not looking in the mirror and looking at myself, I don't think I have a gap. The mind could trick yourself into believing that you look different than your actual appearance. I know that a lot of this stuff that these people are saying is their reality. They're looking at a screen the same way I laid it out. I'm not privy to any of these comments. Like, you could say you're welcome to say whatever you like. It's how I respond to it is how it's going to affect me.
Yes.
You heard when you was a kid all the time and you would go run into your mother, they keep calling me ugly. Well, are you answering to it?
It don't matter.
It shouldn't even matter.
Yes, it shouldn't. But
it's just this is something that it's an entire psychology to it. It would take it would take a long chat for me to break it down entirely, but it is helpful to other artists, which I do when I have one-on-ones. Like, you can't bump into not one person that I've ever come across in a one-on-one situation that will tell you, man, I went and linked up with Shu, man, and for like the whole time he just was talking about what he's doing and what he's done and who he is and how big. You can't even meet a person that even would talk like that. This would be their exact convo. Man, I ran into Shu, man, and he literally just was trying to give me nonstop advice and just help me. Like, this was the whole entire conversation. He literally never spoke about himself. From Luz to anyone. This is just, it's like we said in the last interview, it's not in me to speak of me. That's not who I am.
Yeah, it's that humbleness, man, and I can dig it. It's it shows, man, because it just like,
you need humility and grounding to even be able to elevate. Because if you believe you're already on level 100, how will you get to it?
Yeah, and that's a big issue. Some people start smelling their shit before they get where they need to get.
Well, what I will say is, there's two accountabilities on that end where people get to smelling themselves. Because coming from the local circuit, I'm sure you see as well. It's a ton of gaslighting going on. A ton of it. And what I contributed to actually doing my studying upon getting outside of the circuit and being able to look in is, I attributed to this one specific thing. The reason that the people are gaslighting is because they may know you personally. Two, they may not want to indulge in your art for whatever they got going on personal life. Maybe the art is not good, all these different things. But at the end of the day, if they can just say fire emoji or, yeah, bro, you doing your thing, or that's dope, and then just go disappear again, not buy your music, not show up at a show, not do anything, it kind of keeps one foot in the door. If you do become some sort of superstar, megastar, they could say, I've been rocking. You remember I used to comment emojis on your John, even though I never showed up at a show. I never bought your merch. I never bought your song. I never listened to it. I never told nobody to listen to it. I dropped that emoji just so I can have one foot in. I attribute it to that.
I think that's what it is, because a lot of people, you see that so often. Somebody makes it and it's like, oh man, remember when I was, I told you to keep going. I was the reason you kept going. It's like, dog.
You ain't. And the thing about people who are it's a joint on the album, man, called Real, and it's an acronym. The thing about people who are in my reality, the acronym Real stands for rare, which real is rare. Real is empathic, which is the E. Real is authentic, and real is loyal. So rare, empathy, authenticity, and loyalty, that's real. So when you run into people who are real, and say I get a fire emoji from 100 people, me personally, I know whether I respond or react or whatever, I know I start to build a companionship with each one of those people. So if you're gaslighting me, that's my issue. If I show up at something and I'm looking for those people that's showing love and they're not there, I have to deal with that alone. I can't go running to people and saying, man, they hating on me and da-da-da-da-da. I have to deal with that. What I can do is focus on the people who are showing up. But when you're real and you're authentic and you're loyal, you still know the ones that are doing the BS, because you're looking at everything dead on. You're not in this deluded world where it don't matter who show up. It could be 5 people at the show, 100,000 people be on my page saying I'm fire, so I don't care if the show flopped. I'm fire, and still have that mentality. Like, it doesn't make sense in a world of real.
Yeah. So I want to ask, what is your favorite song on this album?
Man, mine personally will probably be the track "Real" that I'm speaking of. Man, it's what it embodies, man. It speaks about. It just speaks about what that acronym means to me, man. Being rare, being empathic, being authentic, being loyal. Like, it's a very. I just play it on repeat. You know what I mean? I can't really pinpoint myself what actually it is to what the listener is going to say or what they're going to think about it, because I'm just painting. I'm just giving out my thoughts. So for me to try to explain to you my thoughts would be like, I would have to go back to that and really be like, you know, what was on my mind, which, you know what I mean? It's not the hardest thing, but I just know that it would take time. Like, I don't just do things that are just super duper right there in the moment. Like, I'm the type of person that may take months and weeks off of even creating art, but that John will come in out of nowhere. You'll just get this creative streak that lasts a week long, 3 hours long, 5 hours, and then you create something that you don't even understand. Good Box, for example, where Pussy So Good came from. Those 8 tracks I wrote in my basement within a matter of like 3 hours. Damn. Depressed at the time, actually. So it wasn't that I was sitting around thinking, oh, the Good Box, I need to drop it in October and I need to have this amount of. I literally just was letting time go by. At the time, I had Pretty Girl out, which is one of my biggest singles. I had came off of the year before with Hit Them Folks and everything that took me into viral status. So I'm just sitting around just day to day, playing the game, doing whatever I'm doing. And the streak just hit me. I just got these beats and it was just like, I'm hearing this melody of PSG and all these things. And it literally was like, but this happens all the time. I get these spurts out of nowhere. And I actually learned from watching the Kobe interview about 3 days ago, where he said, you know, my creative process on writing these novels that I got into after basketball wasn't just me sitting around picking my hair out, having no creativity. It was literally, I had set a schedule where I wake up every day at 5 a.m. and from 7 to noon, I'm writing backstories. And this is like a daily schedule. So that once you get into the repetition of it, he was saying, like, I had an idea to do this sort of podcast thing with these celebrities, and I just was thinking about it every day, but I knew I didn't have no idea how I would get it. I didn't know if they would agree to it. And then a year later, it happened. So you just don't know how creativity is going to come. Those who are creative, like I said, I don't just do the writing about anything, the club Johns and all these joints. If my John is going to resonate there, it will on its own. I'm not forcing for any of that.
It's funny you say that, because the creative process can be, to me, sometimes, like, because it's different for podcasting than it is for making music. But it's a gift and a curse sometimes, because I know for me, when I feel creative, it ain't always when I should feel creative. It's like when I should be going to sleep. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
should be in bed going to sleep, and I get this idea, or I'm traveling down the road, and then I just zone out because I feel something like, oh damn, I got to do that, but I'm hyper focused on that, so nothing else. I mean, but that's the thing about creativity. You never know when it's gonna hit you, and it's beautiful. Like for those who've never experienced it, like I used to call myself, like we used to drink and freestyle rap, and to me
Uh-huh.
that was like, it was like, okay, that's creativity. But people who could write and who see these lyrics, that's a different creativity. But all creativity can be beautiful if used the right way, and that's what I like about what you do, man. Like your creativity is on a different level. Like just having conversations with you like this and the time before, man. Just like seeing the depth of your you know what I'm saying, your spirit. You know what I mean? It's an aura. You know what I mean?
I've been I'm not gonna lie, man, for about, I would say since about early 2020, I've been on a spiritual walk, man, just learning more and more about myself in the sense that understanding what it is that I do possess, because humility had me for so long, just accepting less than, because you got to understand, I don't think I am anyone, but obviously the body of work would say different.
The world does, though. You know,
So
the world do.
so for forever, I found myself just accepting what was ever, just whatever, while I was in the midst of the gumbo pot, which I call Cleveland, which is, you know, the stirring pot of many different mind states and attitudes and demeanors. Once I got out of that, I gathered myself for a few years, and then around 2020, I just got in the zone. Like, you know what? I need to really take this joint serious. Like, what I have is, if you knew my story, what you will learn listening to this project and my backstory, I shouldn't be this person. I should be in the same position as my other 5 siblings who are still trying to figure out how to escape that trauma we went through. The
Yeah, man, let
difference
me tell you
is I
something,
have a
bro.
voice.
And that's why I was like, I I'm ready to like it ain't no hesitation. Like there's some people, when I was talking to Lewis, I was like, I want to have him back on. I definitely want to have you back on again, man, because I really enjoy talking to you. Like I said, man, just the depth of who you are, the humility and the story alone. I feel like I'm one of them people. If somebody has a story to tell, I don't care how many times they come on and tell it. I still, because I believe you never know who listens to your story and takes something away from it.
Right.
Might find what they were missing in their own life by hearing you speak. I'm very
I
big
don't
on
think
that.
most understand, not to cut you off, but I don't think
No,
most
no.
people even understand how therapeutic it is to even tell your story. Like, the thing is this, man, every human being walking this earth has a story.
Mm-hmm.
The difference between myself and others is, do I want people knowing my story so that they can look at me and judge me? And that's not my thought process.
Yeah, and that I think that's what hold people back
That's
is the
exactly what holds
is
people
the
back.
fear of
That's
judgment.
when you step
Um,
outside, like I was saying, like when you step outside of the circuit, man, and because now that I understand how the local circuit works, I'm I'm no longer emotional about it. When you're in the middle of it and you're maneuvering it, and then you're kind of confused, like, why is this going on when I didn't give that type of energy towards that? And then you can step outside of it and understand, like, okay, well, this wasn't your fault, that wasn't your fault. All these things that you took on and began to slow yourself down, thinking, because this is the local artist mindset. You get into it with this huge rage. I know what I want to do. I'm ready to go. I want to get to that stardom, whatever you think it is. Once you going through the circuit and you go to this, you go to whatever this is. I'm just throwing the picture out there. You go here, lashing on your back. It didn't go the way you want. That's one lash. 3 weeks later, you go to this one. It didn't go the way you want. That's another lash. So 3, 4, 5 years in, you got so many lashes on your back. You talking about people hating on me. They don't support here. I don't want to do this no more.
see that very often, that bitterness and that disgust. And I'd be wondering, like, man, like, how does that happen? But hearing that,
And what it is
you know now.
what it is our lack of self assurance, self love, self knowledge, self awareness induces paranoia. It induces entitlement. It induces all these things that, because what you got to understand is this. When you listen to the album, you'll know even more of what I'm saying. But the separation between myself and my 5 siblings, why they aren't able to escape the trauma, the difference is I was removed and put into a heights setting. You know the difference between the hood and the heights. I was removed and put into a setting where I could be nurtured and groomed in a light where I didn't have to just take whatever it was going on around me and just adapt to it. And in the hood, in the inner city, you have to be able to adapt because you need to survive. If you don't, you walk outside your house and you look like food every single day to every single person you pass. So with that in mind, let's skip it all the way forward to you becoming some sort of guy that wants to be something. You're a rapper. There's a Shuicide Holla that's over here that has this clear mind. He doesn't even know about quote unquote narcissistic tendencies. And then there's another guy who picks up the mic the same day that Shuicide Holla did, but he knows that in this environment, it's mind games. You have to have a better mind game than the next person in order to excel. So they already have tactics that they adapted to survive in the environment. And what we got to understand is that Cleveland as a whole, from the world's view, is one big inner city. So, of course, we got the Willoughbys and the Mentors and all these heights little spots, but even those still, if you look at Cleveland today, you can't really name an area that people say that's a good area outside of a Parma, a Broadview Heights, something that's far. So with all of these areas, the Maple, the Bedfords, where I came up at, and everybody Shaker becoming an inner city, everybody has the survivalist, and the mind game is tactics. So when you're going, there's a system set in place in everybody's city. It don't matter if it's Atlanta, New York, Miami, Cleveland, Detroit. There's already a system set in play. What you need to be worrying about is thinking back, whoever set this system up and what type of mind state they had, because that's what trickled forward. So whoever came after the person who initially came together to set the system, this is the way the system is going to be. So when you're going through the system, you're going to have one of two mind states. Either you're going to have the type mind state I had where you're confused because you don't understand why things are a way, or you're going to have the entitled mind state where, why isn't it my way? I'm going to get mad. I'm mad today. I'm mad tomorrow. I'm going to start lashing out on these people, those people, these. And then by the time you look up, nobody wants to deal with you. You're an angry local rapper.
Mm-hmm. And we see that far too often in sports and music. And just
it has to do with your upbringing, man. Your upbringing is very important to your character as an adult, man. You don't need perfect, you don't need spoiled, you don't need the things that people envision as a correct upbringing. You just need just good enough raising.
Yeah, it's crazy because, like, saying that, like, me and my brother, my brother next to me, same kind of upbringing. It's just that he felt entitled. I probably shouldn't. Fuck it. It's my show. I'm gonna do what I want. It's just that upbringing is crazy because you give one person something and it's good enough for them, and they take that and work. You give somebody else the same thing, it's not good enough, and they want more, and they're gonna sit there till you give them more. And it's like, while that other person took that one and started going out working, that same person is sitting in that same spot, waiting on that hand to come back out and give them more. So I understand what you're saying by that, because it's crazy how that works. But that mentality that somebody owes me something and the world owes me, and
that's what kills the local artists. I had a conversation with my guy Lou about a week and a half ago, and I was explaining to him, it don't matter who it don't matter what the artist name is that you personally know, if they sitting at their house thinking this talent that I got is so different and special that everything that I look and see that people get, I'm gonna get that. It's gonna come to me because I'm dope. I had to explain to him, I'm to the people's view, I'm Shuicide Holla that has accomplished this, that, the third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. But for me to sit around and be like, man, Amp, they need to reach out to me. I won Ohio lyricist all these years, and Sway, I don't know what he doing. I should have been that's incorrect. That would make me entitled. So if I'm quote unquote Shuicide Holla, who has done all of these things to the public eye, and I understand that none of this stuff is privy to me, then how could somebody who hasn't even taken the steps to accomplish what I did 8 years ago could look at me and be like, yeah, I see everything you did, but it's time for, example, I had a guy who is a local artist in Cleveland currently who would be considered a lyrical guy, right? Now, mind you, I came into the circuit a lyricist, not because I set up and was like, I want to be a lyricist. It's more so because of the way I came into rap, the style, the battles, and the different artists I look up to, the big L's in these guys. So what I achieved through what I was able to do with my lyric is just, those were just added things to whatever I was going to accomplish in the big dream of it. So you got guys, a guy who started getting into the rap, wanted to go on his lyrical path, whatever the case may be, decided, you know what, when I put out my original tracks, because I'm not seasoned enough to really have creativity, they're not really that good. And I'm noticing I don't get that good of a response. Like, I don't really get too many people even paying attention. But when I get on industry beats, which is some other guy's beat that's already copywritten, that's already, you can't capitalize in any sense besides showing that you have talent on their beat. So when said person got on 10,000 or 100, let's say 100 industry beats and rapped their brains out and had so many people gaslight them, fire emoji. Said person came to my inbox after, this was 2020, after everything that I've been seen doing. That person came to my inbox and told me, when you ready to get on a track with me, let me know. And I'm looking like,
wow.
I'm looking like, is this, it wasn't even just when you're ready. It was, I see what you're doing. I don't know how. This is, because you got to understand, with me being who I am, I could read through people. Like, I'm Heyoka empath, INFJ personality type. Like, I'm different. These are things that I've learned about myself over the past couple of years. With me looking at this, the way he worded it, man, your energy is crazy. I love what you're doing with the shows and stuff. When you ready to get on the track with me, let me know. And I'm looking at it like, how could you even say that to me? That would be equivalent to me admiring Kendrick, Wale, and all these guys and jumping in their DM early in my career before I even attempted to become a good artist and saying, I don't care that you're on MMG and I don't care that you the dopest out west. When you ready to get on the track with me because I'm fire, let me know. Where's the logic?
Some bold shit, yo. Like, I don't get it. That's really bullshit. Like, that's.
But I attribute it to two accountabilities: the lack on the person, on the artist, and then the accountability on the people gaslighting said person because they have laziness and they don't want to truly support.
Yeah, which is horrible because it's putting out a lot of weird music.
I'm not gonna lie to you. In 2018, I turned my comments off due to, I didn't even want people. I had already been privy to hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of comments, whether I was really that or not. But I wanted people to understand, I'm putting out this art. I don't need to be gaslit. I don't even need 100. I don't need 10. I don't even need one. I'm gonna continue to do this whether y'all are here or not. So when I see people who take to heart the hundreds of comments, whatever, however they're getting. When I see that, it's understandable. Be appreciated for your art, but be grounded and know what's real and what isn't. That same person you see get on your last 10 posts, man, this is fire, bro. I don't know what going, you the one, and you never seen him support you one time in real life person. Why do you keep believing that for years?
Yeah, it's. I don't know if it's
It's a lack of self-awareness.
Well, that too, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely that. Because I know I can't get caught up in that when I do this show. Like I said, it's more for the people, guests like you guys, man. Guests, well, like I said, come on and tell your story. Whether it's, I say it all the time in my end, whether it's 100 people or one person watching, it's still going to be the same show. We're still trying to make sure they're entertaining, but you're also getting dope ass people on here because
that's the passion in you. And what most don't realize about passion is it's hard to develop passion when you're in the inner city because people call you things. They ridicule you. They say you're weak. They say you really got real feelings. You're not supposed to have that. That's soft. Like it's so many stereotypes in the inner city. The survivalist mind state is just is detrimental to many.
It's broken a lot of spirits.
What do you think? Where do you think empathy and authenticity in these things come from? You can't find this in the inner cities because to be yourself is to be food in the mind of a shark. Because what's really going on in the inner city is basically daily reverse psychology. When I walk out my door, I'm this fragile being that's from this broken environment that I hate. I hate myself for it. I hate the people that put me into it. But when I go and I link up with all these people at school or at this party or whatever, I need to be the biggest, baddest person in the room because if they see any hint of my fear, I'm food.
Any chinks in the armor, man, is it gives somebody cause to come at you. And we all seen it firsthand, man. Like you said, it's at home you feel safe. As soon as you walk out that doors, you gotta be a lion.
You got to put this mask on.
Every day.
The proverbial mask, man. And that mask, I don't really want to get on your. I do so much studying, bro, every day. I don't miss a day of learning something. I get to my artistry, which the people know me as Shuicide Holla, the artist. That's a portion of who I am as a person. Every day I'm feeding this sponge. So I don't really want to get on your platform and go into the psychology of it. But if I'm gonna just jump straight to the gist of it, when you hear people and you see people saying, man, these adults is crazy, or that, I know this one dude, my homie, man, they crazy. What they're really doing is giving you surface level. What's going on is from such a young age, the mask has been worn so long, you developed borderline personality disorder. You developed bipolar disorder because you can't distinguish the difference anymore. Mm-hmm. You don't even realize you got on a mask no more until someone points it out that they can see you're not wearing it no more because you're not faking to them anymore. You've taken it off. And when somebody be like, what's wrong with you? When you first start talking to me, it was nonstop adoration and love. Now you're like a whole different, they don't see what the person that is acknowledging that sees. They don't, that's what borderline personality disorder is. They don't realize that the mask has slipped. I don't really want to get into psychology too much, man. And that's another conversation, but I study this, man. I study personality types. I study a lot of different stuff, man. Once I got on my self-awareness journey, and all it has done is it's just strengthened who I am as a person. Of course, it's made the art a little bit better. It's made it more deep. It's given it more depth, which I do appreciate. But I have to attribute all of it to the time and the hours and investing I've done into learning. You know what I mean? Like just wanting to learn more.
Again, man, I know you're a humble guy, but I'm gonna say it for you, man. That's some dope ass, deep ass shit. Like I said, man, and that's what I like about doing this because I like learning from people.
Right.
But I also like hearing people's story because I think I said this when you was out. I don't like TMZ. We had the conversation. I don't.
Yeah,
like
I've
TMZ
never watched. I've never checked it out
because I don't like hearing somebody else's story from somebody else and then it's slanted and skewed.
Narratives painted.
Yeah, and I hate that because I like, again, I like you said, I kind of like people watching. I like talking to people. I'm not the biggest people person, but I enjoy hearing people's stories. Um, just because I feel like the ancient ancestors, where you had that one person who always went around telling those stories and kept those stories alive, and they passed those along. I like that. You know, in the
Yeah,
African tribes, they used to have that one guy who had all the village stories from the past, and he would go tell them, and then he would tell it to another kid. So one day that kid will become, to keep
that
that
person that was
history.
that myth.
Yeah, I
I knew
enjoy
a
that.
guy because most of the time those guys, the guy that you're speaking of, most of the time they've known these special people who didn't have the arrogance to run around speaking of themselves in a certain manner, but they've been so close to said person that maybe person perished away and then they're still here. They could tell somebody, I had a homie that was Jesus
Yes,
like.
that's why I enjoy doing this. Because it's an opportunity, man. Because one, the stereotypes. I like breaking those stigmas when I have people on, because you be like, you be like, oh, I got so and so coming on. You be like, and you get that one from like, oh yeah, I know him, he this and that, or you got some negativity. I be like, I don't want to hear that from nobody. I don't come
Let
in with
that
no,
man come on and speak to who he is. Yeah.
and I don't have no preconceived notions. Like, everybody gets a fair shake. I don't treat nobody like what I've heard about them or what I
Right.
might think about them. It's all on you. You know what I mean? Um, which is why, like I said, man, talking to you is a dope thing. Like, um, just the knowledge and the depths of you, man. It's something that's cool. Like I say, I know you're a humble dude. You don't really,
Appreciate that, man.
but
Definitely
it's just a
appreciate it.
real genuine. Like, man, this guy, the conversation is, it's deep. It's not just,
Yeah, if I
um,
get on the phone, like most people would tell you, which understanding more of who I am, I rarely do. But when I get on the phone, them conversations I'm talking about hours, dog. Like I don't short talk and short chat and all that. Of course, back in, years back, I had no choice because I was ignorant still. I was still immature. I didn't understand that there are people out here who are energy vampires in a sense that aren't really looking to switch and swap knowledge, but it's just like, let me pick your brain and get the things from you that I need, and let me go to 100 people so that I can strengthen my chameleon. And it's like, okay, now that I understand it, I already know the signs to a lack of self-awareness, a lack of self-love, a lack of self. I've already studied the psychology behind it, so I already know the people that I can and can't conversate with. I already know. Whether
right,
women, male, family, whatever the case, you got to understand at the point that I'm at right now, bro, like people looking at me and they feel away. And I hope they don't think that I don't know, because being the type of empath that I am, you could Google it, the Hey Yoka. Of course, all empaths can pick up on, literally, I could see somebody with my peripherals. I played basketball, so I could be looking straight forward and I could see who's on the left and right of me without looking to them. I can pick up on what somebody is thinking just staring at me. I can literally, I'm clairvoyant, I'm clairsentient. I pick up on energy. Somebody, if I get into a room, that's why being an INFJ, which is introverted, intuitive, feeling, and judging. If I get into a room amongst people, because I spend so much time alone at home, my energy, you get these almost like a star explode type experiences in the solar system, because if you look at my pictures and things, you see the energy throughout the entire room. People are damn near, I'm going crazy, but this is because I honed it so long. But at the same time, being in these type of environments drain me completely, because
that I can feel.
I don't know who the people that are there that are just looking for energy. You got to think energy vampires are a real thing.
Oh yeah,
So you can't really put that type of title on the people that are willing to come out and support you. But at the end of the day, life is life. There are people who are and people who aren't. What I do know is I leave social environments completely drained. But while I'm there, I'm damn near the life of, or I can interact with whoever and not give any more or less energy to Todd that I gave to Brandon or to Keisha. And I think that's what my calling is. That's what my gift is, to be the beacon of light that another person needs for whether it's a 5-minute, 10-minute, or 15-minute convo. And then I can get back to, you know, extending my knowledge and learning more. But I spend probably 98% of my time solo. So when that 2% does come, you got to understand, with all the information I have and the energy I have embedded with the trauma that it's a quiet desert storm for just a nimbus explosion. That's what happens at my shows and things like that.
Damn, that's deep. I got no rebuttal for that. That's
This came through acquired knowledge, man. You know, of course, I wouldn't have been able to understand this back when Hit Them Folks happened and I blew up or nothing like that. I was confused.
Yes. Hey, you're in a better place now, but I gotta put this picture up because this was the picture. I was like, that's the energy. That picture right there, it says a lot without saying a lot.
Mm-hmm. Think of the people, because you gotta what most people who are on the stage looking up to the person on the stage don't realize is, depending on however the venue is set up, I would say probably there's been a couple venues where I can see the people out there, but for that specific venue, it's so many overhead lights that I can't really see the crowd. I might just see the people that are lined up in the front row. So I'm not up here acting to make sure that everybody that's attending and viewing likes what I'm doing. I'm literally just up here in the theatrical mode performing. So when I do get these moments to see somebody that's up close, that's just having this experience, like, yo, I appreciate you, nigga. And that's the energy I'm getting from them. I can interact with that in a specific light while still in the midst of my set and still performing. Like, it's different, man. One has to just come to my show to understand. Like, I get up there and I transform, man. And honestly, like, me taking in so much content and watching these athletes and these people who are obviously freaks of nature when they get into their element, but when you see them in interviews and you see them on podcasts and things, they're speaking in the same type of sense I am. It can only leave one to imagine, how do you go out on the field and run 45 miles an hour and tackle people with such force that they be knocked out? And it only intrigues the mind. There has to be a switch you can flip. Because if they were who they are on the field, off the field, we would just see a raging animal at all times.
Oh yeah, definitely. There definitely is a switch. I grew up a Ravens fan, so like Ray Lewis, you know what I mean?
Perfect example.
He was, you know, like a lion on like ferocious, but you get him off the field, totally different person.
Humility.
Ken Griffey Jr., you know what I mean? They called him the kid. So walk softly but carry a big bat. Like Ken Griffey Jr. on the field, monster. He can power out home runs, but you get him off the field, he was like humble.
Mike, perfect example. We look at what Mike Tyson is right now.
Oh my God, yeah.
How can you equate who he is on these podcasts to this guy that was knocking men out in 2-3 seconds as a kid?
I went back on YouTube. They had like Mike's greatest 15 knockout compilation thing, and it was just like surreal to see, because like I grew up when Mike was still doing his thing, but to see the Mike now versus the Mike then, if you would have told me Mike would grew up to what he doing the Hangover and just, you know what I'm saying, doing all this,
because you like, it's so, what we're watching is, it depends on the viewer obviously, but to somebody who REAL has empathy, authenticity, and loyalty, and these different things, they can look up there and they can be able to put themselves in the shoe to understand, okay, this isn't who the person is, this is who the person has to be for the goals they want to accomplish. Yeah. But to somebody who doesn't have empathy and authenticity and all these different things, they're looking at it as, this guy is just a pure animal. Like, on, whether in, out, whatever, he's an animal in life. And then it almost takes on a mind of its own in your imagination to believe these are godlike beings when they're just a human like yourself. And honestly, I came to the conclusion upon saying that one line maybe years ago before I started making music, I used to always wonder, yo, I understand Michael Jackson is I understand Michael Jordan and all these people are great, but why are you starstruck? Like, why are you falling out and doing these things? I couldn't understand back then.
I still,
But the thing is, you probably have the same thought process I have to not be able to understand, because you have empathy in these things. You can know that this person can easily be swept off the earth just like you. Like, this is not a super human being. Of course, they have a great talent, but you're putting them in a light where they're unreal.
It was a pedestal that was like too high. Like, grown men just, oh, Michael, and he just pass out and he like wake
The
up
unreal.
5 hours later.
This is the unreal. I had homies who, they just couldn't understand why IG models look the way they look, and I used to just be like, bruh, like, what's going on, bro? Like, why are you thinking like that? Why are you thinking that this is just the ultimate woman or something?
I
Like,
think that's what messed up like people's views on things like that. I and no offense, they paid a lot to look nice and that's cool, but it's for that only. Like, I just seen Kanye thing Kanye did, and he was talking about how IG was made for women. Because like I guess Angry Birds did this survey where the whole swipe feature.
yeah, I heard. I think I saw some snippets of it, but I ain't watched the entire thing.
It releases dopamine, endorphins
Yeah, of course,
and all that when you're swiping. So that's why.
And the likes, and the seeing the likes and everything. It's basically like a female used to be able to. I remember the gist of what Kanye was talking about. A female used to have to, when they were younger, before they, social media and everything came, they had to literally jump through hoops and holes to be able to go outside and get 5 guys to be like, man, you bad. Like, can I get your number? Whether they turn them down or not. Now, all you have to do is do a 5 minutes of prep, throw on a filter, and you can get thousands of people at once to say you're bad. And that is more than what one person can ever offer that woman. That's what happened to the IGs and things like that. And Facebook, literally, I don't utilize social media. I use it for what it is for, but I'm not the person that's on social media sliding through to see something. I get more angry looking at social media than I do enjoying it. And it's not that I'm just sitting there mad, like, man, why is this or that? It's more of, social media reminds me of the people from the inner city, like, because they have such a grip on it, because they lived through it, that literally the social media is the inner city thoughts just being projected. And I can see the reverse psychology of it. And it goes against my soul. And I just can't enjoy it. I literally go on Facebook and I see people, the joint at the top where people type the stat, it literally says, what are your thoughts? And I see that people are not putting in what their thoughts are. They're putting what they think will get more people attending to it and reacting to it. These are not your thoughts. These are what you think people want to see and hear. And if you go through a timeline of that, it's like you almost deluding your own brain. You're not protecting your energy at that point.
You ain't lying. You're not lying. I went through my timeline. Ain't shit changed. I still talk shit, but
it's all love, man. That's why I just step away from it and I just be like, you know what I mean? It's all love. It's all love for me to whoever, man. Be on your path and do whatever it is you feel you need to do. But whether I'm gonna take part in it or not, that's a different story.
Yeah, I don't use it like I used to. I try because I'm doing what I do. I kind of have to get on there, but like before,
just that one aspect. That's what I mean. Like, I use it for the one aspect, but I'm not the person that's jumping on social media. Yeah, y'all seen that one show? Y'all seen this? Y'all seen? Because I started to notice that the type of things that I take in warrant surface level, and there were people that would be able to relate to it, but then I would get it just wouldn't be short. Like, I had a manager back then who was, you know, clearly a manipulative, narcissistic person, but he would tell me like, yo, you shouldn't post the stuff you posting because it's making people feel away and different things. It took me years to understand that how real and authentic I was being is going to tick people off who can't be that way. Because I would write excerpts that would be long because whatever I needed to explain or get out, that was my thought. Of course, it would get tons of reaction, tons of whatever. I'm not looking for that, but I really want to teach something and be that and in that position. And this guy used to be like, you know, don't put that type of stuff. And I couldn't understand for so long until I realized it was because the majority of the world, if we're going to look at it in a real statistical standpoint, even reading the book Outwitted the Devil by Napoleon Hill, he literally says that every 98 of 100 people are controlled by me, and there's only 2 that are controlled by my opposition. This is what the devil said. So if you got to think, if I'm posting up a stat and out of 100 people, 98 of them are feeling attacked, what am I creating as time goes on?
Yeah, that's something to think about.
I'm working against myself in a sense. So I understood him later from that aspect, but at the same time, I'm not thinking about the 98 people that aren't going to. I'm thinking about the 2 people that need this insight.
And them the ones that count. Them the ones that need more.
And them was the ones that appreciated and became supporters. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
And now that you can obviously see, like, I never sit up here and say I'm a specific type of artist from my region, but what I will say is look at the results. How many people can you look at their public profile, social media from my region and say they have their own environment, like their own, like, kind of like support system, like kind of like entire network type system. Like, it's not too many. I don't know any artist from Cleveland that has one. I don't know any artist from Cleveland that has what I have, whether they're local or national. And that's not to say you get more streams, you got songs that people like, and that's not saying any of that. I'm saying I don't know anyone that has a network that comes out and supports time after time after time after time outside of myself. And if there was, they're not coming out to prove it. You don't see anyone saying, show, grog shop, I'm the person headlining, and not me and every other popular guy, and we're going to try to get 10 of each of ours and pack. I'm not doing any of that. I'm headlining the show, and I'm getting 7 openers that people don't even know. Some might be my little cousin. One might be from Youngstown. These are people are obviously not going to travel, but when you see the results, you're still getting a full house. Who do you know that can do that? That doesn't come from gaslighting and manipulating people, because what I've learned is the people that are doing that, they have online followings only.
Or bought online followers.
Their people aren't coming outside. People come outside when it induces a certain type of emotion inside. That's why I say the surface level is, I got to hold those people accountable as well, because what they're doing is keeping the foot in. Yeah, you drop something, and I do know you. We went to school together and we follow each other, so I'm going to drop an emoji, but I probably never going to come outside, Brad. But if you blow up and I hit you up for a favor, you can't really deny me, because you can look in your post and see that I dropped an emoji every time.
And they fucking got the date written down, so...
Psychology, reverse psychology. They're trying to make the person believe that they love and support them when they really don't really even love and support themselves. So how can they do that for you? That's why me focusing on the 2% for those many years developed an entire coalition of 2%ers.
That's a hell of a thing to look at. I mean, I think we all need to do that. Like, not worry about, the masses, and worry about the...
You have to. Like, my guy Matlock told me when I first started, he would tell me, You know, he said use the 10% rule, man. If your social media got 3,000, if you got 3,000 followers or friends on Facebook, know that only 30 of them are paying attention to you. 10% on everything. So if you got 8 platforms, and across those 8 platforms, you got 100,000 people watching you, only about 5 to 10,000 of them are watching you. And once I embedded that, I no longer cared if everyone liked this stuff, but the people that really are looking for it do.
The constant ones. It's the consistency that breeds. For at least for me, I feel like because I know I noticed that if I put something like crazy out there, there's a lot of likes. But if I try to promote the show or guests coming on, I see some of the same people, and I'm like, okay, those people.
Yeah, when you put something out there that has shock value or clickbait type things, that's because the people are the 98% are trained they're mentally trained on a psychological level. I don't want to go too deep into it to be bonded to negativity and the things that are in the environment that they're from, what they know. It's that 2% that is going to really be like, I don't care about that you put that somebody in another country got their body blown up. I care that you talking about your business, you're passionate about it, and you're supporting it. That's why you're going to have 16 likes on your business post, but 1,600 on that national disaster post.
Oh, yeah.
And that's because those 16 are your 2%.
Definitely. Write that down, people. Make sure y'all get that knowledge. Damn, brother, like I said, man, you're welcome anytime, man. I apologize again for the.
No, it's all love, bro. I'm whenever it's available, man. I'm here because
I definitely want to have you back on because, like I said, man, I just conversating with you, man, just having you on, man. I feel enlightened. I hope the people feel enlightened. This is about to be a 2-part episode. I'm making your part from when we started talking, man. That's just gonna be its own separate part. I feel like I don't want that to get lost in, the show.
Every time we get back together, man, we gonna tap into another dynamic, man. It's for days, man. Like this not that surface, man. This is not. You're not gonna hit me up a month later and be like, remember what we was talking about last time? And I just be like, yeah, I'm not hit because I made it up. That's not me.
Yeah, you get there sometimes. But no, man, I feel it. Like I said, man, you always welcome, man. I want you to tell the people again about the listening party and where they can
man. On the June 16th, man, I'm pulling up in Cleveland, Ohio. We at the B-side lounge, which I've never even actually been into myself. Like it's always been a venue. It's up under the grog shop for those who don't know, the B-side lounge. We down there. We got the whole entire patio. I got my man Chef DV coming through to serve food, like get y'all a plate. Free at the door. When I do these type events and all these different type of networking type Jones, this is for me to get more people to learn more about their 2% and network with people who are in that 2% range. So whenever you see a Shuicide Holla event, know that it's safe, know that you can come out, know that you can enjoy yourself, know that you're going to be around good energy and good vibes. So Thursday, June 16th, man, we at the B-side from 7 to 10 p.m. listening to this for the East Side, man. This project that I put together is my heart on a platter. This is what I'm giving to y'all. Get y'all the plate. Get y'all some of these giveaways that I'm gonna have going on. I got merch guys in the building, men, women, different people. I got Fat Ninja coming through the joint. I got Hard Apparel and Under God by Dre, which is, these is all good people on my, on my side. And outside of that, man, it's love. We there 7 to 10, man. Just vibe out and just have a good time networking, man, with people. Anybody is welcome. You know what I mean? Anybody. I have open events, man. If you even want to just get a part of the networking and you don't really care for the music yet because you don't know it yet, you're welcome. Because eventually you're going to be like, yo, what was that? And it's going to take you into a rabbit hole of my music.
And when can they get the album?
It's funny is the way that I have things set up. June 16th, Thursday, the listening event at midnight that John dropped, which is the 17th. So 2 hours after the event ends, y'all already got access. Download it right there.
And where can we find this?
It's gonna be all platforms, man. Any platform you could think of. Period. All digital. Let me be specific. Digital service platforms, man. All DSPs.
I can't wait. Definitely gonna try to make it up there. I definitely
If you
gotta try to
can
make
be
it up
loved,
there.
you already know you're welcome. I got all media has first access, man, to food, everything available. Cause I know how people get, man. They see, oh, it's food. I ain't eating for 3. I'm coming out, I'm eating it all. I know how it can get, man. So all media is welcome first, man, to get their plates and things like that. It's gonna be structure. It's always structure involved. It's not just Shuicide Holla. Of course, I don't just go flaunting that it ain't just Shuicide Holla, but it's an entire team behind me. You know what I mean? My 1%.
Definitely, I can dig it. Yeah, man, I always appreciate you coming on, man. Shout out what you guys doing over there.
Man, I do
Amazing.
appreciate it, bro. I appreciate you having me anytime, man. Anytime.
Oh,
I'm here,
man.
I'm available. We can hop on this John and just talk about whatever, man. And
Definitely.
you always gonna get some. I'm not the type of person that even thinks negative, man, because the law of hypnotic rhythm is just is period, man. With you, any dull time is gonna be filled with the pattern of the way you think. That's how you
Knowledge, man.
begin.
It's just,
You don't want to
I like
begin
that.
drifting, man. You
Oh,
don't want to drift. That's how you get people who are quote unquote haters and people who are quote unquote sociopathic and psychopathic and all of this. This is from drifting so long with a negative thought process. You come across somebody that's positive, it's everything they do, even pointing the finger, even taking a step in positive, is irritating you.
yeah. Well, I know some people like that. We're gonna say
I've
that for the last
I've had siblings, Brian, ain't gonna lie, I've had a sibling ask me, why you just get down and do push-ups like that?
That's a weird question, but
Why? You know what I mean? We're not gonna go too much further than that, but it's just like the push-ups and the ache that's gonna be on my arms and everything I'm having to, what is it doing to you?
I never understood that. I never understood why people. We'll get into that next time, but I never
We're
understood
gonna
that.
get into it next time, bro. I know we've been rocking, we've been chatting for a second, man, and I'm telling you, it could go all night, man. You might want to cut it now, man.
No, but man, it's always a good time when you come through, man. Like I said, definitely a deep brother. Definitely make sure y'all go tap in on the 16th. Make sure midnight y'all got y'all asses up. Y'all hitting all them digital platforms, downloading the album. Definitely making sure I get me a copy for sure. I'm excited. You know, I'm not gonna get personal. I'm not gonna get emotional. But I really do appreciate you for coming on, man. I appreciate everybody who's gonna listen to this. Appreciate everybody who's watched, who stayed, man. Season 6, we here.
That's good.
I'm excited for this season. 2 years, man. It's been crazy to only been doing this for 2 years and to have some success, semblance of success, some failures, some ups, some downs, more ups than downs, man. So I appreciate it. I got to shout out my people at WMIC, Opulence Radio, 4 Media TV. We're doing women's women's activewear now, man. We got partnership doing that, man. 10% off WTS. Go to their website and get your women some activewear.
Get to it.
But man, it just feels good, man, to be in a position, man, to be able to talk to dope people, to have partnerships, to have people who's pushing the show. I didn't think we would be here. I didn't think we would be past the first year. I didn't think we would get. This is episode 73. You know what I'm saying? Close to we getting to 100.
Breaking that barrier more and more, man. It's building your drive and your confidence behind it. Eventually, it ain't gonna stop.
Every day. So again, man, I appreciate everybody who comes through. From the bottom of my heart. If nobody else tells you you're fucking amazing and dope, and don't ever stop doing what you're doing. You know what I say, man. Your story might help somebody else out. Hopefully, my story of perseverance through this and not wanting to quit and help somebody else. If not, it's gonna reach the people it need to reach. As always, man, whether it's 1 or a million, we still gonna give y'all the same dope ass show with same dope ass people, man. Brother Holla in the building. Again, appreciate you, man, for coming through. I was give y'all all the websites and all that, but y'all know where to find us at. We everywhere.
Man, get to it, y'all. Show love, man. If y'all want to show love, that's cool too, man. It's somebody that do. We here. We here to stay. The passion is there. Y'all see it. And that's how it's gonna continue to rock, man.
I ain't even got nothing else to say, man. Brother Holla did it for me, man. So y'all know what? It's season 6. We're gonna leave y'all with the white girl.
Go home, folks.